he's getting it now.
Hey everybody, welcome to David Metal Customs. Today I just got through pulling a new to us project in. Yes, I am tired. It is very hot out there, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be one cool car. This is a 1947 Dodge. Now, as we go along through all this process, I'll explain everything that we're going to do to it. Allegedly, this is a full build, and I know some of y'all thinking parts are going to be hard to find. Well, what the gentleman done, and the way he found my shop, is he seen I had my 47 Dodge up for sale. Well, he come by and bought it. So we got a bunch of parts that this doesn't have. A lot of little stuff like window regulators, cranks, door handles, you know, miscellaneous stuff like that, kind of stuff that costs you a fortune. Body-wise, I'm sure we'll just pick out the best body parts from each one and work them and use them. But let me give you a run around on this thing. It has already been to a shop, and they done some work on it, and I'm assuming that's why it's here. And I'll just be honest, if it was my car, I wouldn't be happy with the work. They put it on a Chevrolet S10 frame, and I assume he's probably going to put a 350 or an LS or something in it, a Chevrolet motor. But hey, each to their own. Whatever he wants to be put in there, I'll do it. You know, I don't care if he wants me to put a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton in. You get what you pay for, and the customer, you know, his car, his money. That's how it rolls. But yeah, sitting on an S10 frame, and the floor pans have been done. And that's the first thing we're going to work on. Let me give you a run around of this thing and then tell you where we're going to start. Alright, as you can see, she's not terrible. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, yeah, you got the common rust here and here. Let's open up the trunker. Ah, man, the springs are not. Springs are, look at that one. What happened there? I don't know. That one over there looks fine. And this one over here, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the trunk is not so terrible that I can't fix it. The rest of it in there looks good. We do have this rust here, which I don't know why the guy doing the quote floorboard didn't go ahead and fix that. You gonna stay up? It's gonna sort of stay up. The quarters have been worked. Like I say, we're going to see these rear quarter fenders and see which ones are the best, and that's what we'll go with. You can tell it's an S10 frame. Man, it's skinny. He's going to have to really get some offset rims to make it look, you know, right. I was looking at the rest of it. Got your common problems down towards the bottom, but nothing terrible on this car. The roof probably has 50 million hail dents in it. As far as structurally, I mean, to me, at this point of checking it out, and this is the first time I've really looked the car over good, guys, it looks good. Door, not bad at all. Front fenders, got the common rust down here. You know, hood, looking good. There's no really bad rust here. We got algae and stuff growing. So it is a Supporting Wildlife green piece 47 Dodge. Got a little dinghy there. Stuff like that we can fix. This is some real metal. Besides, we're going to be doing something odd on the front end anyway. Whenever we get to this point, this whole front end is going to be bolted and welded together and made a flip front end. So that's going to be fun. I look forward to actually getting into that. Excuse me. Door over here, the same. Looks good. Same way with this fender right here. Looks like they swelled that fender out. Done a little bit old school flair there. Yeah, cool. Do have some rust down in here. And I guarantee you all of this from here down is nothing but Bondo. Look how thick that is right down in there. Yeah, we're probably going to run into a lot of Bondo on this car. But that's okay. That's what we do and that's what we repair. But, first things first. I mean, this thing's going to be a frame off job. But, we got to get it where we can get the body pulled off the frame. Now, as far as doing it, they're right there to take care of it. But this floor pan, man, see the light? I mean, you see light through there. Just a bunch of little old tacks. To tell you the truth, I hate that transmission hump. Then they went square. I gotta ask this man what motor transmission he's putting in, because I gotta finish transmission tunnel. And I want to make sure that's gonna fit. I mean, that's pretty important. Another place, they done a firewall. Of course, there's just a bunch of little tack welds. Nothing's really welded worth a crap. I don't understand the square tubing. I mean, for strength, yeah, but no, that looks like crap. And if you notice, I reckon that shop didn't have a bead roller. When you do floor pans, I mean, I've made a lot of my own. You know, you bead roll. It adds strength, and you just got to look at it and do the math and figure out where the bead needs to be for the strength. Yeah, I don't like that, but there's nothing I can do about it. I think it's a pretty thick metal. No, not really. No. Basic. Yeah, see all the lights you see through there. We got to do a lot of welding. Looks like somebody done some rolling right here, unless that was already in the metal that the gentleman provided for him to work with. Just crappy wheel tubs in it. But, back here again, look at there. They put beads in that piece. So somebody had a bead roller. And just piecing together, I mean, yeah, I've done some piecing together, and I know, guys, it gets all carpeted and this, that, and the other thing, but still, I mean, I would like to know that I do better than that, but I don't know the circumstances behind it or anything like that. Like I say, you see, there's a lot of light coming through that one, so we've got to work that out. But I mean, the first thing we got to do is get in here with a broom in the garbage can and just get this thing cleaned out. We get it cleaned out, then we'll crank up our hand grinder, get some spots cleaned up, and then just go to welding on this thing. Good look at her and a sort of a general plan about what we're doing and what we're going to do. So like I say, for 47, it is not in bad shape. I'll give it that, 100%. I look forward to really doing a lot of work on this thing and getting it the way it should be and making her slick and making it where it's going to be safe and holds together. That's a big plus. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and grab me a garbage can and a broom and get in here and get this interior cleaned out where we can start grinding and welding. All right, got her all swept out. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Now we can get in here and we can do some welding. I got to worry about catching a bunch of leaves on fire. These dry out a little bit. That's cool because I'm fixing to take a break and let it be. Then when I come back from break, I really don't know where to start, to tell you the truth. We can just start at the back and come forward. I'll just go through and see what welds I don't like and what welds I do like. With these here, not really terrible, but like these here, we missed the whole piece of metal. And like I say, we know these here are bad. Yeah, I just think I'll start at the back and work my way forward. Yeah, I know we're working on the Dodge, but it quit raining just for a few minutes, long enough for the sun to come out. So I wanted to give y'all a good look at this test panel that was done on our 73 truck. Yeah, man. Tell me that just ain't awesome looking. Yeah, that is just some really, really pretty paint. Hopefully we do something that's cool on this old Dodge. You can see over here where I took the hammer and give her a good whack, just popped all them welds right off of there. So I'm going to take the death wheel, cut them welds off, take the grinder and clean that up a little bit, get it ready for some weld and then some more wire brushing going on. Just trying to get this thing where it's held together good. It's not going to be pretty, that's a fact. But it will be what it will be. And like I say, once you put an epoxy sealer on here, you know, put some fat mat or whatever on it and then carpet, it'll be fine. But it's going to take a lot of getting there to make it fine. Like these lips hang over so much here. After I get through welding there, I'm going to take the grinder and clean that up some as well. So basically right now, from here back is my main concern. Well, let's get this stuff cut and ground down and get ready to weld. Y'all can see this here, not even welded. The welds just didn't hold. Can't get in there with the wire brush, but like this will get it down there. Oh. Huh. Push hard enough, the wire will get it. Alright. Good Maryland, keep dropping stuff. No! Yeah, the other side's the same way, y'all. Let me get in there and dig it out with the wire brush too. Alright, now, you can see I've got some good long stitch welds. Now that will hold. On this right here, took my body hammer, closed that gap up some as well. Got a bunch of cut spots. Still got to get up in here. I'll come back out here after lunch, keep on keeping on. Wells get to this side. But I mean, these little dotty dots running through here, they're fine to hold something in place. And this is just my opinion. But after you get it held in place, run out there and do some stitch welds. Y'all seen how them dotty dot welds broke when I went to hammering on this side, and that tells you they just weren't holding good. But like I say, that's just my opinion, and that's the way I'll do it. I like the stitch welds, more penetration, longer weld, makes common sense that it's going to hold more. Alright, well let's do lunch, then we'll get back out here and get to welding some more. Alright, got this back stitched up. And yeah, I did run the grinder over it, but I did sit here and put several hours worth in the grinding. Because I mean, there's only so much I can do with this floor. Right now, I reckon the basic point is get the floor where it's welded good. And it's not going to move, because it is what it is. Now, when we get to the point of seam sealing, we can like fill up that valley and things like that and make it look better when we lay down our seam sealer. But as far as welding goes, yeah, she's welded good. I'm you know, confident she's not going to go nowhere. None of my welds are going to pop or let loose, and that's what I was after. Went ahead and throw just some cheap spray can primer on it so it wouldn't rust whenever it goes back outside. Alright, now I'm going to get up in there and work on the second half of this up through there and just see how far I can get today. Alright, so far I made it here to this front. Got all this stuff welded up pretty good. I'm going to do something about that. There's got a bar running across there. It ain't even tied in nowhere, but we'll get to that. But I went to cleaning up. Look at this, this floor that I already put in is rusted out. I'm going to cut a big chunk of this out and patch it up. But I think that's the only really bad spot that I see. We'll see once we get into it. That up there looks a little bit fishy. But yeah. Well, cool. Well, what I'm going to do, I just sit there and took the air hose and blew all that out. I'm going to go ahead and give it some primer on there and then take lunch. Then we'll get back in. Alrighty. Some of our mission is accomplished. I've got all of this welded up as well as that on the other side. Now I know you notice I did not weld any of that tunnel. And this side over here, it looks funky. We're going to have to redo something there and make it where it meets and so on and so forth. So we'll get into that as well as that tunnel. My deal is I really need a block and a transmission, whatever transmission he's putting in this thing, so I can build this tunnel where it's going to fit. That's very important. I'll ask him about that when it comes down. But that's the reason why I didn't do anything to the tunnel, because I may have to move it. I haven't even looked. See how the drive shaft's going to line up at the rear end. I wonder if them guys did when they put the body on this frame. Can we see under here? Yeah. Yeah, I can see rear end looks pretty much center with that tunnel, so that's a good thing. But like I say, before I go any further, we need to get us some measurements and stuff and make sure that tunnel's going to do right. Yeah, cool, but what we got done is good. We got the stuff welded in where it ain't flimsy. And of course this thing needs to be raised up and do some welding from underneath. And we need to get that big hole fixed. I gotta go get some metal. But yeah, so far, so good. on this little time around. Well guys, that little bit of work's gonna wrap it up for this one. This job here is a, monthly budget. If you know what I'm talking about. But I will get X amount done per month, per what the customer is able to do, and I will get it on video for y'all. And yes, I did notice that the front of the car said Plymouth, not Dodge. So this is 47 Plymouth. My bad. Mopar. Mopar, Mopower. You have any big Hemi in it, that's for sure. But I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, like I say, we're going to wrap it up here and wait to talk to him when he comes down here. I think it'll be less than a week. Really need that motor and transmission to mock up so we can get that tunnel right. I need to get some more metal to work in some bad places on that floorboard, that big rust spot, and so on and so forth. And that's what we'll do next time. And we'll get it on a lift so we can get underneath it and do some more welding on the floor. And I want to look under there and see if there's any kind of structure to that floor, some runners or something. We may have to make something to strengthen that thing up. Just being flat like that, you know, with no bead rolls in it, there's just really no strength in the floor pan whatsoever. So we'll have to deal with that, and we'll do that underneath. Well, in the meantime, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed working on the 47. If you would, throw us down some comments. Hit us up on Patreon and or that super thanks. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.